Hare Krishna, welcome to Transcendental Thursday Special Association. Today onwards we'll be starting a special 3 days association, katha, pastimes, nectarian ones of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Today we'll be discussing why he appeared and few of his childhood pastimes. As before we dwell into his confidential reason of his appearance and his childhood leelas, let us fold our hands and close our eyes and pray to Srila Prabhupada and Krishna to relish this Chaitanya's leelas to our heart's content. Here we go with folded hands. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Nitinamine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pasyat Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai. Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita says that Paritranaya sadhuna vinashaya chaturshkata dharma samstapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. Sambhavami yuge yuge. Sambhavami yuge yuge means every millennium I will appear when these three things has to happen. To protect devotees, to enlighten miscreants, to establish dharma. In all three yugas he had appeared, but in Kali Yuga he appears in a hidden format. He appears as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He appears as a devotee of Lord Shri Krishna to show people how to become devotee of Lord Shri Krishna. Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita 18th chapter 66 verse implores all the living entities, Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Vraja Aham Tvama Sarva Papebhyo Mokshashyami Ma Shuchaha. Give up all varieties of so-called religion, just surrender unto me. I will take care of all your sinful reaction. Do not fear. Ma Shuchaha. But that was a big statement for the common people at large. They couldn't adhere to his instructions, couldn't understand his instruction. Even though someone understood, it was quite difficult or nearly impossible for him to practice the surrender onto the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So Lord, understanding the people's mentality and level of spiritual consciousness in Kali Yuga, he decided that I should personally come myself to educate people at large how to surrender to Krishna himself. So he appeared as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He appeared as Chaitanya, living force, Supreme Lord. He appeared as devotee of the Lord to show people how to become devotee of the Lord. Krishna himself has appeared as Bhakt to become Bhakt, to show people how to become Bhakt, to demonstrate, to display, to do it himself personally so that people can follow his instructions and also become devotee of Krishna. Because to surrender to Krishna unless Krishna comes is not possible. So this was one of the primary reasons why Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared. Another reason is the pure devotion. Krishna Prema has to be given to the people at large. Bhakti is there. Different levels of surrender is there. But this special, unalloyed, pure devotion, Krishna Prema Pradayate, Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauriteshe Namaha. He is so magnificent. He is the most magnificent incarnation. He is most merciful incarnation. He is called in that terminology, in that adjective, because he is not only giving Krishna, but love of Krishna to anyone and everyone at his will, which is very difficult to attain in the previous ages. So that's why this incarnation of Krishna is very, very special, extremely special and extremely rare. And that's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally comes down and gives Krishna Prema, love of Godhead, to everyone and anyone. So that is the second reason why Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared. Another reason why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared was to give a special love of Krishna in terms of conjugal mellows, conjugal rasa. Just like we have 5 kinds of rasas by which we can develop devotion to Krishna. Shanta rasa, that is passive state. Sakya rasa, that is friendship, fraternal relationship. And there is dasya rasa, that is servitude. And there is vatsalya rasa, you become parent of the Lord. And there is madhurya rasa. So the highest epitome of all the mellows, the summit of all the mellows, the pinnacle of rasas or mellows serving Krishna is the Madhurya Rasa. And in that Madhurya Rasa, love in separation of the Lord, the love, the ecstasy, the bhav, the prem which the Vraja Vadus experienced in separation of the Lord in Vrajamandala, that mood of worship which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself declares is the highest one. He wants to display that. He wants people to experience that. And he personally demonstrated how one can experience that unalloyed, pure, top-notch devotional service which Vrajavadus experienced serving Krishna. He wanted to share that to the common populace in Kali Yuga. That is another reason why Lord Chaitanya appeared. And Krishna, when he was experiencing the devotion rendered by the Vrajavasis or his devotees by and large, the amount of bliss and ananda and kushi and ecstasy which the devotees would experience is on a higher scale, million times than what Lord would experience personally. So this intrigued him. This made him, what is it in my devotional service that my devotees relish more than what I relish? I am the source of everything. From me comes all ananda. But my devotees, by rendering service unto me, they get more than what I get. So he want to relish that devotional ecstasy, especially of topmost devotee of the Lord is the gopis. Among the gopis, the Ashtasakis are special. Among the Ashtasakis, the 2 Sakis are very special, Chandravali and Srimati Radharani. And topmost among the both is Srimati Radharani, who is the personal expansion of Krishna himself. And the ecstasy, the prema, the joy, the mellow, what she was relishing in rendering service to Sri Krishna was unparalleled. And the Lord, seeing that, want to experience the mood of Srimati Radharani of rendering devotion to Krishna. So he appears as Krishna Chaitanya, but the mood of Krishna Chaitanya is that of Srimati Radharani. Hence his bodily complexion is not Krishna. His bodily complexion is not blackish or glowish. His bodily complexion is golden in complexion. That's why he's called as Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Master, greatest of the master, and his Gauranga, his body is golden complexion. So this is the innermost core reason for Lord's appearance. Another reason is, in every yuga, there is a yuga dharma. Kritaya dhyayato Vishnu. In Krita Yuga, it's dhyayato Vishnu. Tretaya nijato makai. In Treta Yuga, it's Yagna worship. And in Dwapara, it is temple worship. And in Kali Tad Hari Kirtanath. In Kali Yuga, it's the Kirtana of the Lord. And that is the Yuga Dharma of Kali Yuga. Kali Kale Nama Rupa Krishna Avatara. In Kali Yuga, Lord incarnates specifically as the holy name of the Lord, so that people can relish the chanting of the holy name of the Lord and get attracted to Krishna and attain love of God very easily, very distinctly, and go back home, back to God. And that was the reason why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared, for establishing this Yuga Dharmas. To start this Yuga Dharma, 5,023 years ago, Lord Chaitanya appeared in Nadia, a small town in Mayapur in West Bengal, 150 kilometers from Kolkata. Recently we had been there, and most of you 45 fortunate souls from folk had the privilege and honor and fortune and blessing to be part of such a glorious yatra. Next time when we visit Mayapur, never miss this opportunity to join us with folk. And the upcoming trip, we are also going to a very special place. We're going to visit Vishakhapatnam, Bhadrachalam, Simhachalam, and many other places on the coastal Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. So don't miss to be part of this unique trip. This is also a place where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally visited to propagate the chanting of the holy name of the Lord and meet a lot of his devotees to propagate his message. So don't miss this particular yatra coming up. Another reason why Lord Chaitanya appeared in this material world was because of the prayers and request of Advaita Acharya. Advaita Acharya, as I said earlier, he is the incarnation of Mahavishnu himself. And he had appeared well before Chaitanya's appearance. He was a disciple of Madhavendra Puri, the grand spiritual master of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he saw the people at large were not adhering to the principles of Dharma. They were going tangent from the principles of religion, and irreligion was rising on a daily basis. And he thought that to elevate this condition, it is not possible for any mortal being. It's possible only for the Supreme Lord. So he requested, he pleaded, he offered his heartful prayers to the Lord so that Lord can appear and eradicate this irreligious practices and introduce a transcendental religion so that people can be easily delivered from the clutches of birth and death and get liberated and attain the pure love of Godhead. And for that, Advaita Acharya, Advaita Prabhu constantly, consistently prayed, and he offered Tulasi Dala Matrena by offering Tulasi and Ganga water to a Shaligrama Shila. He prayed fervently, without stop, continuously, from the core of his heart. And because of this reason, it is said, Lord Chaitanya appeared, Krishna appeared. Krishna can be bought just by the simple Tulsi. He says, anyone who offers Tulsi to me with little water, I sell myself that personality. Just imagine, that is a purity, that's a closeness, there's a power of Tulsi Maharani, pure devotee. So much so that when you offer her in the form of Tulsi leaves to the Lord becomes extremely pleased. So all those folks who are there at home or at folk residencies or at your respective college, hostels or PGs, as much as possible, if possible, yes, I would implore all of you to take shelter of Tulsi Maharani, plant Tulsi, pour water to Tulsi, decorate her, do some arati, worship, or at least bow down before her, circumambulate her, water her, take care of her. Just by doing all these things, you swiftly advance in bhakti, and Lord will help you to quickly progress in Krishna consciousness, because bhakti can be performed only in the association and guidance of a pure devotee. Because Advaita Acharya was playing as like a devotee, was playing that role of a devotee, and he prayed fervently for the advent of the Lord. The Lord mercifully appeared in Mayapur, Nadia, for all our benefit. Today, all of you are able to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. There's temple all across the globe. It is the prophecy of Lord Chaitanya that would happen. He had predicted, he started the Sankirtana. He's the father of the Sankirtana movement. He's a propagator of the Sankirtana movement. He single-handedly travels all across India, especially from West Bengal to Odisha to Andhra to Tamil Nadu to Kerala to Karnataka to Maharashtra and to on the borders of Gujarat. Again went back to Varanasi and Vrindavan a couple of times. Then to settle down himself personally in Jagannath Puri for 18 years. He vigorously preached the cult of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu by propagating himself, the message of himself of chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And he influenced the influential of those times and created an army of dedicated soldiers who would themselves propagate this message all across. And because of their hardened work, the Goswamis, the Acharyas, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, Advaita Prabhu, and the 6 Goswamis, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur, and finally our beloved spiritual master A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada painstakingly worked hard to get this message of Lord Chaitanya to all of us. So these are the by and large fundamental reasons. Just imagine the power of devotion. The service is so exalted, so great that the Lord Himself personally wanted to relish that devotional service to Krishna Himself. Devotional service is so powerful that it attracts the attention of the Lord, that Lord Himself wants to do devotional service towards Himself. Just imagine. And that is offered to us, which Lord relishes, which is Lord's pure devotee relishes, is given to us like lay low, take it, it's on sale, and it's on the marketplace, it has been sold freely. Only price which you have to pay for to get that freebie is to have intense desire to have it. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his associates along with the acharyas has been profusely distributing this. And he requires and implores all the Indians especially. So I've got only 2 hands to distribute this love of God, and I want hundreds and thousands and millions and billions and trillions and zillions of hands, so that this nectarian holy name can be relished and distributed to everyone. So that was the message of the Lord, and he personally performed. The beauty of Chaitanya's appearance and Leela is that you don't have to go through the hazardous, not hazardous or difficult, painful methods of the previous ages, say yoga or yagna or temple worship, simply by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you so much for patiently hearing. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu extremely merciful. He'll bless all of us to take up Krishna consciousness seriously, strictly and sincerely. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada.